this is gonna be my first tutorial. Okay, first thing, I'm really proud because I wanted to do this for under $200 and I think my total came up to 196. So right on budget. I'm really proud about that. I didn't make like an actual video when I was doing it. I have a bunch of clips of the steps that I did.
And I'll post another vid of all the stuff that I bought.
A before and after.
I started off by using some leftover black paint that I got from Amazon. Next up was my Shein wallpaper that I definitely had issues with.
Good morning, guys. So, I already messed it up. You see what I did here? Look at this. I cut it too short and now it doesn't match. Pissed off, but I have to go to work. So, again, I managed to get it to match there and fit here. However, yep, sure did cut it too short. Okay, please send help. Bye, folks.
I'm gonna be honest, guys, I got what I paid for because after a while, the paper did start to lift and the edges that did line up no longer lined up. I did manage to save it with super glue. Next step was I painted the mirror gold with gold acrylic paint, and later on I have a video on how I made the chalk paint.
Stuff. Okay, so I'm trying to do like a antique-y look on all the house makeover that I'm doing. So what I did was I took a feathered dry brush and I dipped it in chalk paint, and then I brushed it on, and then I took a wet paper towel and some of the gold paint and I just rubbed it in a little.
I initially was going to leave this cabinet white, but then so many of you told me to paint it black. So I painted it black and I put some wallpaper inside, and I also changed the hardware with some hardware I got from Shein.
The situation is, I want to paint this. That's my sink area. I want to paint it. I don't know what color to do. I want something that's going to match the wallpaper. I was thinking a color, like a green color like this. But now I'm also thinking a color like this. Oh, also, okay, this is how I make my chalk paint. This, I put black acrylic paint, and then I also put, this was the wall paint that I used, and I still have some left over, so I put that. And then I just have this bag. It is called Plaster of Paris. Somebody replied and let me know. Okay, and then, oh shit, how do I don't know how these YouTubers do this shit. Like, how do you, they have tripods and shit. Okay, look, I'm trying. I'm struggling here, guys. Can I do this? And then you just, no, I can't. Okay, anyways, you pour a little bit. Please hold, I'll be back. Okay, anyways, I flipped the camera. So this is the Plaster of Paris. Plaster of Paris. I put about, can you guys see how much I put? Still haven't figured it out, guys. Okay, and then you mix it together. I think I put too much. Yeah, maybe. Okay, we need more paint in here. You're supposed to put just a little bit. Please note, I'm not showing my face, guys. Once again, I just woke up, my hair's not done, my makeup is not done, I look a hot mess. Nobody needs to see that. I'm gonna lose viewers if I show you that. Okay, you pour this. I think that might be good. I don't know. I don't measure things. I just eyeball it. So you just like measure and look. I'll show you what it should look like so you know it's like good. Okay, I tried and I failed, guys. So I tried to do like a greenish color. Obviously, I want it to look like old and like wood-like, right? Okay. So I did like this greenish color to match the wallpaper, but I definitely absolutely do not like it. So okay, we're back in action. Okay, this is what we're doing. I'm painting it black, as you can see. When I used this wall paint, I used this to paint it, and it still looked a little bit gray. I didn't like that. I want it more like a solid black. So what I did was I took acrylic paint from the dollar store and I put it in here, and then I just took a little bit of this. Again, I'm not measuring, you know, I don't measure things. So I just like maybe like 2 paintbrushes of this, and I mixed it in, and that's what's giving me this color.
Guys, I was ready to give up this whole project when I got to this.
I explained to you guys, but I'm really trying to stay on a budget with this makeover because I'm going to be jobless in a week. So, yes, I did purchase everything so far off of Shein. Okay, let's disclaimer. I got these tiles for the ceiling. They look so pretty. I was going to put them up. I just tried. This shit is like foam, okay? It's like super, mind you, I paid what, like $10 for 20 of these, okay? So I get what I paid for. But like, it's like foam, okay? It stretches like crazy. So I put one up, it wasn't straight. I tried to take it down. Obviously, this is the situation. So when I put it up, it's super thin and you can see the black paint that I got on the ceiling. You can see that through it. It wasn't straight, so I took it off, but as you can see, there's still like foam bits stuck to my ceiling. So this is going to be a bitch for me to take off if ever I need to take it off in the future. Also, I'm just thinking like long term, I don't think having foam on my ceiling that doesn't come off is going to be the best bet. So now I don't know what to do. That's the long and short of my story. I don't know what to do. I think if I go try and paint my ceiling now, I'm going to get paint on the wallpaper. I'm going to get paint on that. I don't know. I think I have to now go spend more money and get proper ceiling tiles. So do not try and be cheap when doing house makeovers. Okay, bye. Guys, whoa, buddy. All right, I'm back at this project. Of course. My dad had to come over today to do some assistance. So he put in my new light fixture because as you can see, the old one was bigger. And if I was to put the paper and the tiles, then I would have had a gap. So my dad put in my new light fixture and he pulled down that thing for me so I can continue with my ceiling. What I'm going to do is I got this white contact paper for like $16 on Amazon, and I'm putting that down on the ceiling first, and then I'm gonna put the tiles on so that if I want to remove them later on, when I find like good tiles or I have more money, then I can just peel everything off. Because when I looked for the plastic tiles or the PVC tiles, it was like $100. I wasn't paying all that for this project. So guys, okay, it looks really good, but woo, that shit's an arm workout. I'm too short. I'm like only 5'2", so like I'm on my toes on the ladder. Oh, yeah, it's not perfect because of that, but it does look really good. I'm proud of this, guys. I already had this in the bathroom, so I decided to paint it and reuse it. Okay, so one, I did paint it black because the majority of you said black, so I did that. I'm still working on this. I put some wallpaper in the back there. I'll show you guys what I did, but I'm leaving the legs white. I don't know, I might paint it gold. Anyway, next story. I painted it with chalk paint, which I showed you guys last time was like, I mixed the plaster Paris with paint so that it sticks better. And I have a bunch left over from painting this and I don't want to waste it. So what I'm doing is I'm painting my Amazon boxes because you know I have a shit ton of those. I'm painting my Amazon boxes with the chalk paint so I can use them as storage boxes. Brilliant. This is how my box turned out. So this is what I did. I cut the lid off of this and then I just hot glued it in here. I'm gonna hot glue this in here. And then I have like some leftover pieces of contact paper and sticky paper. I have a whole bunch. So I just lined the inside with that to make it a little bit more like waterproof because like this big one is going to go under the sink for like cleaning supplies and stuff. And then these other ones I want to put in this thing because it's glass and I don't want it to look ugly. And how much did these cost me? I think, well, obviously it didn't cost me anything because I used leftover paint to paint it, leftover contact paper inside, and it's recycled boxes. So I finally finished it and like I'm so proud of it. It looks so good.